After the party is the after party. Welcome everybody. I am your host Ray. With me as always, we have the lovely Material Life. What up, B?
What's good?
Now I have two. I have a video up, but since you know me and B, we was conversing before we get on, and we was just talking about the clubs and all the other stuff, uh, and I was talking about how people not or they're going to clubs and they're just sitting around. But I think you have a different opinion, B, on that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
What my thought process is, like, let's be honest, people going to the club and dancing wasn't always a thing. Like, I can understand, like, if you went to high school parties, like those little, the kickbacks with the high school kids and you was 18 and under, yeah, that was turned up live extreme. But then when you get to like the clubbing age, where the so-called adulting age, they wasn't dancing like that for real. Now, military members, it's a like if you look at how military members club versus how like regular club scenes, yeah, you gonna see like, oh, people not dancing. But you gotta remember, military members, they be having like 2-3 hours to like get as much out their system as possible. So they turning up, they ain't got no stop.
I was
They
about to
buying
say
out bottles. So like, but let's be honest, when you went to the club before, like people wasn't really dancing like that. They would stand around, like you might get a few girls to be dancing, a few guys might get behind them, but everybody too cool. Like they would just like what that Fat Joe song go?
lean back. It was
Yeah,
best to do the right way, lean back.
exactly. People was just chilling. Like you got like 18 and under clubs, they turned up. They out of control. They out here living their best life. Then you get to like those, 19 slash aka 21 and over clubs. They trying to be cute. They trying to they don't want to sweat too hard. You might get a few people that might dance because they don't care, but they're not trying to sweat too hard. They don't want to be looking crazy. They don't want their hair sweating out. They trying to find, find somebody to take home for the night. So that's different. And then you get military members and you see them partying, they act like they got like 5 seconds until like reveille. And they be outside
We going
like
to
hard.
war. We
So
going to
like
war. We gonna party like it's our last day.
exactly. So it's like you can't look at those clubbing periods and be like, oh, people don't be moved. People was never really moving like that. Like you might get a few dancing folks, but in the club, it's mostly a bunch of people just walking around trying to get numbers, trying to mag, trying to like establish some things, some here and there's. And that was really the game.
Okay. It was the reason why like I was like, hold on, because I remember watching this video and she was talking about the club saying so I'm just going to just skip up. We'll just skip here. What's the club? And I'm gonna get you. I want your opinion on it. Let me know if you can hear it or not.
The club like now. They just stand around looking on their phones.
Oh.
They sit around, they order phone service, they
Yeah.
get on their phones. They're think about the music that is played today. You can't dance to that music.
No, not really.
You can't like get do you remember just going to the club? The middle of the dance floor is
Packed.
jam packed.
Yes.
You're sweating. You're not trying to be there looking all you don't we didn't have pounds of makeup on our face.
No, I didn't need it. I'm beautiful.
Oh.
I needed you.
But no way.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and watch this other video. They were saying some real stuff, like you just came as you were. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna watch this other video right now.
What did the club
Cap.
Yeah, you don't believe that?
No, because first of all, I guess let me not wait. Time out. Let me not say they capped it because I don't know where they from, but I'm from Miami-Dade County. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Yeah, the dance will be packed, but they still gonna wear their makeup. They gonna dress up. They gonna look live. They gonna have their heels. So I don't know. They might have been in some bumpkin town where back in the I don't know how old they are, but back in the days there was a dress code to get into the club. You had to look your best, especially if you wanted to get in for free. Cause yeah, it was like you get in free before, I think sometimes by before 10 or whatever the case may be. But like you had to be real cute. Like you was competing against real cute. So people acting like, oh, they was coming in just like as they were. People were still wearing makeup. They may not have been the best at the makeup, but they was wearing makeup. Like y'all acting like Bobby Brown, like what is it? Cover Girl, all those things just popped up on the scene. Like like they wasn't around for centuries. Like y'all gotta stop the cap. People been wearing makeup for a long time. Like even when you watch 60s movies and stuff like that, the girls where they would like wake up, get their face done, put their makeup on, and then go back to laying down with their man so he could see them in their best look. So y'all gotta stop the cap. Like people been wearing makeup. Not some people are very much walking around natural, but not 500% was walking around natural all when they went to the club. Like y'all, people just barely stopped getting perms. Like, look, come on now. Like, let's not act like everybody was just everybody was in a natural Erica Badu state.
Okay, all right. People ain't looking like James Brown. No.
Like, there was not on their floetry. Like, it was very few. Like, and they wasn't really at the club. The very few that was in a natural state wasn't really at the club. They wasn't messing around with y'all troll draggers at the club.
You said troll dragons. Oh
But I
shit,
hate
that's
when people try to break this narrative, like, oh, like, like, yes, it was definitely a different time, but let's stop the cap.
okay. All right, let's get back to the video.
The club in the early 2000s, oh, it literally was like the Nelly's Hot in Here video. Literally, you showed up to the club in business casual because we wanted to be taken seriously. Barely had any pocket change. If you were a lady, if you were a woman, you were getting in free. Those were back in the days where like all ladies get in free or they get in for $5 or whatever the case is. Getting drunk in the parking lot in a 7-Eleven, a big gold cup, to make sure that we're nice and primed before we got into the club because didn't nobody have money for those drinks. And we danced. Baby, we danced. We didn't care who we danced with. As long as our song came on, as long as the song was good, we were practicing moves at home. We were practicing moves in the mirror. And by the end of the night, if you were not dripping sweat, if you did not sweat your hair out, you did not do it right. This is before social media is the way that it is now. People were not scared. People were just doing the most. And it was a time. It was a time. You would just dance. You would meet new people in the ladies' room. You would go dance again. And then we would go home, either go to sleep, take a shower, go to work, or go straight to work. It was a time. You literally had to be there.
All right. Now, what all those ladies are saying is so true. Like it was like literally a time to be alive. So let me give y'all a backstory. So a lot of us have really been clubbing since we were teenagers. Like in the Twin Cities, there was another guy that was talking about, teen clubs in their area. And it was some who were commenting. The video was viral on Instagram. And so everybody was naming the teen clubs that they grew up on in their cities. And that's one thing I had noticed over the past few years, especially with, my sons, like, where do y'all go? Like, there's no teen clubs for y'all or anything. They all just chill at the house, at their friends' house. But when we were younger, we had graffitis. And graffitis was in downtown Minneapolis. So shout out to all the, the Twin City natives. And we would come. That kind of brought the city together. So I lived in St. Paul. You jump on the city bus, go from St. Paul to Minneapolis. If you were coming from the South Side, North Side, Brooklyn Center, wherever, everybody met at graffitis. And when I tell you that was like a time to be alive, we were like probably like 15. And then there was also like Valentino's. There was like a few clubs. Like a lot of us started clubbing between the ages of 14 and 16. And, even then it taught you like, how to carry yourself, how to dress up for the club. Everybody looked cute. You knew you had to go shopping at like Deb's or, Forever 21, get a cute little dress and some heels. And they had a soda machine because, we were too young to drink. So it was unlimited soda. And it was just like just the bomb of songs, like Too Close and, you know, songs like that would play. And we would just be in there having a good time. Now, there were some older people, you know, that would get in there as well. But I remember like as soon as 10 o'clock hit, they would turn on the lights in the club and say, if you don't have a ride, if your parents aren't coming to get you, remember the last bus leaves downtown Minneapolis by 11. So if you're 16 and under, you need to get ready to go. So then at that point, we knew that was our cue to go to the bus stop and head.
They had, I don't know about you. I didn't go clubbing in the teens. I don't even know if DMV had clubs in teens. I know we had house parties, and we had house parties. But did they have teen clubs in Miami where you was at?
Well, everybody named Mama was at a teen club, but the whole talking about some older kids and like I don't know what she talking about. It was 18 and under. So anything else you talking about, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I ever I guess when the clubbing was when we was at A school. A school. That was the first time I ever went clubbing. So that's like my first clubbing experience.
Clubbing is a normal thing in Florida, child. Everybody in their mama club. Now the standards is different. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is one. I just never been to one. But we had. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had go-go clubs, but I don't know if they was for kids or not. And because a lot of adults go to go-go clubs, a lot of them get shot up, and I think all of the go-go clubs now are just closed now because this generation of kids is not that into go-go, and two, they were dangerous. Like niggas would literally there'd be gangs and cliques and all that stuff, and niggas is literally like after those events, niggas is literally be out there in the parking lot shooting up clubs and shit. So I don't know if they count, but I know that was one of the clubs we had, and I don't know how old you had to be to get up in there. So, but I'm used to the house party, so I just came in like whatever clothes I had. I ain't come in like what the fuck, but you know I at least try to look presentable. So that's
Yeah.
But it was like we just had the time of our lives. It was free to get in. Okay, so nobody paid anything to get in. Free sodas, you know. And yeah, if you were older, like because they did allow, like it was like between the ages of 16 to 21. Yeah, I know. So they did have drinks for like the older people, but you know, we just did us as teenagers. We drank the soda and we had a good time. When it was time to go home, we went home. And then, you know, everybody talked about it the next day at school. There was rarely any fighting. You know, maybe every now and then a fight might break out and they would break it up quickly, but literally it'd be circles of people on the dance floor, and then you have like the different dance battles. You have like,
I'm so confused with her. First of all, 16 to 21, a teen club? That's not a teen club, sis. I don't know what that was, but that was not a teen club. First of all, the age group of 16 to 21 is wild work. That was like a miniature pedophile circle. That's what that was.
Certified little boy, certified pedophile.
Like, there should have been no reason why any 21 should have been in a club where there was 16-year-old. Like, yo, that's wow. Like, you should have kept that in the vote.
It's
So
funny.
even her said the name of the club that was doing that, you should have kept that in the vote. I see why they're not there no more. Because they should have never been in existence. Like, I can understand the 16 to 18. Like, it was never, like, there might have been some clubs that probably was, you know, because Florida is a little weird. But I don't know no places that I was going through. Like, we was having fun, but we definitely wasn't, oh no, 21s was in there. That wasn't a thing.
If you was 20, if you was 21, I would ask why you be in the club with a bunch of 16-year-olds. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, B. That's one of our tonight. That's going to be one of our podcast conversations. But I'm gonna save that one for later. But Yeah, I know if I would be 21, I would be trying to be with the adults, not no kids.
Yeah. Now,
I would
now,
feel like
don't get me wrong. People was walking around fake ideas to be in 21-year-old clubs. I'm not saying that's not the case. But if
right.
the club is a teen club, there should be no reason why 21. Now, if somebody walking around with a fake ID to get into a 21-year-old club, that's different. But if it's a teen club, it shouldn't be no 21-year-old.
Yeah, because I know, and maybe because when I was younger, I always like older women. Anyway, don't get me wrong, I dated women younger than, but like a year or two younger. But shit, I be trying to holler at the older women. So yes, I don't understand. Yeah, ugh, I don't know. But like I said, that's
And the 16 to 18-year-old club was not free. I don't know where. I don't know how they was getting paid.
she probably knew some people.
Yeah, because down in Florida, Dade County, the ones I went to, they charge you $5, and they still gonna charge you for them Pepsis, Coca-Cola, Sprite, the water bottles, all that. You're gonna be hot as a dog, sweating like a mud. Because guess what? When you young, you at the fake club, you excited, you hype, you think that's what it looks like. And then you get to being 18. I mean, then you get to being into 18 years, like real 18, and can be up in a real club and realize some folks don't be dancing like that. So it's always a younger person that be in the middle of the dance floor turned up. Them older people, they all be on the side or by the bathroom waiting for somebody to walk through so they can like try to holler. And then that's when you start to realize, okay, they're not dancing. You look weird. So then you stop doing the extra most, and then you start just being, you might dance here and there if it's a good song, but other than that, you just be, socializing. Like, let's be honest, that's how it was. Like, if you're young, you outrageous with it. Turned up booty in the air.
Okay, so
If
let me
you
ask you.
military, outrageous with it. Turned up booty in the air. Then you get to the regular civilians, they just be socializing. They might be watching somebody like watching you twerk. They might get behind you or whatever the case may be. But it ain't like they're gonna be in the middle of the dance. Like it's packed, but don't be nobody be dancing for real. It's just packed. Because everybody in there trying to find somebody to take for the night. Or they like trying to get behind somebody booty who's, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, B?
Huh.
Now you come from the city where a legend name is Luther Campbell and all his booty ass shaking music that he done invented that I love, like Doodoo Brown and Papa Pussy.
Yeah,
You mean
so
to
Luke
tell
is
me?
a legend.
Yeah, you mean to tell me
Percolator.
you mean niggas is not dancing?
Captain Coming.
You mean to tell me niggas is not dancing to them songs right there? Because
But I'm still telling you, you get a few people in the middle of the dance floor when that song come on. You get a few start twerking.
Yo,
But that it's for some odd reason. Like you see it as an adult. Like that 18-year-old club is like, oh, we all child, we all playing around, we having fun. But then when you get to them older clubs, you just see everybody as like they're grown, they're sexy, and like you feel like you have to blend in. But now, don't get me wrong. There's some songs that come on and you might do a little 1-2-1-2, but you won't go too far.
I ain't gonna hold you. I hate Doodoo Brown.
But like, if you was in school, you going too far.
No,
You gonna go all the way to the ground.
I'm not gonna hold you. Even at my ripe old age of 36, if I hear Doodoo Brown, I'm going too far. That's that shit hit. Doodoo Brown is my shit.
Oh no, we used to have Cry Baby, Doodoo Brown, Captain Coming, Captain Coming, Captain Coming.
All this.
I'm telling you. And then from Florida, got all these other songs like Captain Thighs. You have it was just so many different songs, and it was like all twerking type music. So in school, you was definitely you knew all the dance, you knew everything, you knew how to pop that booty, you knew how to do all sorts of things. But once you hit like a certain once you got into a regular club, it's like you had to slow down. Like it was just like, you don't want to seem like a kid. even though you technically was like you was. Some of y'all was like 18, and some people was sneaking in. All right, we're not gonna pretend that sneaking in was not a thing. We're not gonna start capping like people wasn't rocking fake IDs, trying to get in places they shouldn't have no business in.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story how like when I first started going to clubs in downtown Norfolk, I like all the security guards thought I was like 16 going to, going to clubs. Like there was one time,
Cause you look like a kid.
huh?
Cause you look like a kid.
I look, I know I have a baby face, but it would bother me a little bit though, because it's just like there was one time, because like I would literally have to show my military ID to show you one, I'm not a fucking kid, and I know like 18-year-olds, you could get in at 18, but I had to show them like I had a regular ID, but I had to show them like my military ID just so they know I'm legitimately 21 and shit, which I didn't like doing, but it was just like. They would literally look at me. It's like, come on, bro. And I was like, if I give them a regular ID, they're gonna think it's fake. So let me just give them this military ID that I have not seen been duplicated. I don't know, but they used like they used to. I don't want to say bother me, but I was like, God damn, this is like this baby face is killing me. But let's get back to the video.
The guys from the north side battling like the guys from St. Paul, and it was just all love, you know what I mean? Like everybody was just having fun. It was just a vibe. So then we go from there to finally turn in 21, and we used to go to Cristal. Cristal was like in Maplewood area, and Cristal was lit as well, so everybody would go there on Friday nights. You wait in line. This was what everybody wore, child. Okay, y'all see these pumps? I still have these pumps from the early 2000s. These pumps cost between literally $10 to $20, Charlotte Russe, okay? And had them in every color, silver, okay, green, every color. And I still keep these because these are still good quality, and you never know when you might have to do a photo shoot. But even though they look scary because they have the heel, what people don't realize, these are probably the most comfortable shoes to wear because of the platform heel. It kept your feet level. Now everything is about red bottoms and high-end stuff. You notice these are just regular black shoes. There's no red. There's no stunting. You paid 10 to 20 bucks for them shoes, and you had a good time. The only person I know right now who's even kind of bringing back platform shoes is Talia Sodi, and I love these. Like when I seen these reminded me of like the early 2000s. I literally got these in every color. They weren't really cheap, but I got them in every color just because I like them and they're super comfortable. They came in red and green. I love these shoes, but that platform is everything. Okay. Is everything. And it was just.
What was your go-to outfit when you went clubbing?
I didn't really have a go-to outfit. I just knew you had to look like that girl. There wasn't a go-to outfit. You just had to look like that girl. And if you know. Like there's no real go-to outfit. Like you can't like now people can walk around, put on like Jordans with some jeans on and like a crop top and go to the club and be good. Like nobody won't even it's not even weird to them. But down in Miami, back then, in the early 2000s, when they still required you to wear button-up t-shirts, men wear button-up t-shirts and ladies had to wear heels. Like, you have to be that girl. Like, I don't know about no Forever 21, because everybody and their mama was up in rainbows, dots, Charlotte Russe.
Oh, so they have a Charlotte Russe. I don't know none of these female shoes, so I was like,
yeah, but when she talking about like Forever 21, like girl, who's going to get clubbing outfit from Abercrombie and Fitch? Like we was going to where the ratchet parties like what is the other place? Like what is it, City Trend? Like where was going over there? It was cheap. You get your a little quick little 1-2-1-2 bust down with some nice heels for $20, and you thought you was that girl.
I'm not gonna lie. At the club base in Great Lakes, Illinois, on base, I had this like red Dickie shirt, and I made sure that shit was iron and crisp. I didn't wear it all the time because you know you don't want to wear out fucking the same shit and niggas. But like I had these damn, this is the early 2000s shit. The red Dickie shirt and like the motherfucking jean shorts and some shit that, but the shirts was like past your knees and some shit like that. And like, so at least some, I don't think I had Jordans, but I had like these Nike Air Force Ones, all white Air Force One, and I thought I was like the cleanest motherfucker there. But when I got to Norfolk, if I didn't, and this, I think this is during the time polos was like popular, so I usually had like a polo shirt with a sweater vest on there sometimes, depending on the color. Either that, I just kept the polo shirt on. I had like a long sleeve button shirt. It's one of my profile pictures I wore for like New Year's. It was like a long sleeve button up white shirt with a black sweater vest, and I thought I was like the cleanest motherfucker there. And I forgot what was one of the club, because we went to a club in Virginia Beach. What was the main club everybody went to in Virginia Beach? I think you know what I'm talking about.
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
It was the one where like all the black and white people went to. It was like the main club in Virginia. Anyway, like I know they did. If I'm correct, they didn't have dress shoes, so I just wore the navy chloroforms.
Hold on.
The shiny plastic shoes. Then I just called it a day. It was like if I was to do anything different, I'd have got better shoes. But I was like a sneakerhead, so I was just buying sneakers. But if I had to like have dress shoes, I just wear the navy chloroform joints. But okay, let's get back to the video.
It's about like putting together like a really cool outfit, even like you had like the ravers, you had the goth kids, you put together like a cool outfit. You weren't trying to dress like anybody else. It wasn't about high-end stuff. It wasn't about being, Versace down, Prada and all that stuff. It is crazy like how much the club scene has changed. And at first I thought it was just the Twin Cities, because I'm like, I grew up here. I remember it from like its inception, teen clubs, to what we have now, and which is like barely anything. You have like Escape, you have the Union, and the music is just, especially at the Union, child, I do not like the music. It's like, it's not danceable. I don't want to dance to drill music. I don't want to dance to pow pow music in the club. There's not a lot of stuff to dance to. It's either country, but then we're not a country city. So it's like if you're going out for the top 40 Billboard songs, nobody's dancing to that. Maybe in Nashville, but not in the Twin Cities. So it's just like, there's not a wide variety. And then when I look at the way the girls come into the club, they just come in dressed any type of way. The guys too, it's like they just rolled out of bed. They're wearing skinny jeans. They just look a mess. Like nobody's looking kempt. Back in the day, there was a strict dress code. And I remember me and my brothers were talking about this to some of like the younger homies. Like, yeah, when you had to go to the club, you had to pull your pants up, belt, nice dress shoes, nice shirt, because they would turn you away. Even if you were a girl, if you were coming to the club looking any type of way, you would get turned away. They didn't play that. They wanted a certain aesthetic. They wanted you to carry yourself nice. They wanted you to, fit the brand. You wanted to look good.
When was the last time you been to a club? B, you there?
Yeah.
When was the last time you been to a club?
Ooh. Lord. Mm.
I, I had to think of that question myself. Me, it was 2 years ago, and that's because one of my homegirls invited me to the club out there. But that was the last time I've been to a club myself, and I remember like I at least put on I put on a button shirt, and everybody was wearing regular clothes. I was like, huh, this is different.
I'm
It's
trying
like,
to think.
huh?
I don't know when the last time I've been to a club in America was.
In America, oh yeah, I forgot you international.
Like I went to a club in Bali, if that counts.
That
About
counts.
that was like 3 years ago.
Ooh.
But and that was really fun because like it started raining. We was dancing in the rain and everything. But like I don't know. Once I realized no one really like put in effort in the club, and it was just like it just felt like it was just childish for me after a while. Like I felt like I was like the old person in the club. Like like even though I'm not that old, but it's just like because everybody else was like they had on their tennis shoes. They was just so like lax. They were just like it just felt like this ain't even my type of people. So I would rather go to like a lounge and listen to some good music or like, but to be in the club, it's a no. It's definitely a no. Like it ain't my group. Like the aesthetic is not there. Like and I don't think whoever I'm looking for or whoever I tend to like meet is definitely not a person in the club. I know for a fact he can't be there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm more into bars and lounges now. So, but I've always kind of like been a drinker, even though I dance at clubs. But I've always been like the type of guy that just like you'll see me at the bar because I'm buying drinks and I'm trying to get fucked up. But but yeah, I was like even shoot when I went to that club 2 years ago. The first thing I said to my homegirl when I seen her was like, "You drinking?" I was like, "What you get? I got it." So that's yeah, but yeah. I do not like that feeling that I feel like I overdressed for something. I was like, God damn, because that's how I felt. I felt overdressed, and then even then, like people was just standing on. Yeah, even then, people was just standing on the walls. They wasn't really dancing like that. So it was just like, am I really in the right spot?
Especially if like you've never been there before, so you assume that's how the aesthetic is, and then you get there and you're like, bruh, what in the oh man, I could have put on some, I could have literally put on some pajamas that came out here. Like I just wasted a whole day prep, a whole time. I could have. They just frustrate you. You just at this point, like I don't even want to be here no more.
Uh, uh, one of my first hotel parties was a pajama party.
No, I'm not talking about like those silky pajamas. Like when you go to these pajama parties and you go buy these brand new pajamas that you never wore before, but it's just so you can like have the aesthetic look. No, I'm talking about some like straight up like moo some straight up like some comfortable like onesie, like like just be regular, like don't give a damn. That's what I've been feeling like when you go to the club. It's like don't none of y'all give a damn. Cause first of all, y'all literally look like y'all been outside all day and then y'all just chose to come out here after this. After being outside all day with that outfit on. People used to go home, go take a shower, go get like, put a new outfit on, go buy outfits. Like you used to spend your whole day going shopping to go find you the club wear. Cause you really ate that. You was like, yo, I ate that. Like everybody gonna stop and look at me. And then you get in there and realize, boy, these motherfuckers got on sandals. Like not even the regular sandals. They got on beach sandals, like the plastic ones, the little dollar sandals.
Not the ones you get at the hair store. Not those sandals.
Yeah, like no, like the ones you wear, like if you gonna go like the beach, like you wear the little plastic, between the toe sandals.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, y'all too comfortable.
Oh.
Like,
oh no, baby, what is you doing?
I was like, oh hell no, this man, I could stay my butt home for this. Like, you don't put on this good old outfit, you don't waste all this money, go and do all this thing, just to walk in there and realize, where am I at? Like, I'm too old for this now. Like, that's how you start to feel like I'm too old for this. Like, this ain't even it.
Okay, back to the video.
And especially for the guys, they were very, very strict. You couldn't come in there with super baggy clothes. There were no hats in the club. You know what I'm saying? You came looking presentable, and it was about dancing and having a good time. I've seen young girls in the club literally with no shoes on. How did you get in here barefoot? There's no beaches in downtown Minneapolis. How did you just walk in here barefoot? I've seen girls in the club with flip-flops on, Jordans, you know what I'm saying? The super short booty shorts, no draws, just, it's like people don't even try, that outfit, it's not flattering. Even the bottle girls in the club look bored. I've literally spent money on sections to watch the bottle girls come. They don't even do the flames anymore. Remember back in there was the flames, was the fire and all that. Not everything is LED, and they're just like, bitch, I done paid over $1,400 for them 2 bottles. Y'all better dance, twerk, turn up, do something. Even the bottle girls look bored. It's like, to them, it's just like another, like whatever. I remember when I had like my 30th birthday in the club, they were so turned, you know what I mean? They were so turned up, they were like, woo, and it was like all the lights and the flashes and all that stuff. It was such a good time. And it's just like the last few times I've done bottle service in the Twin Cities, whack, never again. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say like bottle service in other cities tend to be more lit, like Atlanta, like in Houston. But the problem is, I think what has ruined a lot of stuff in the clubs is the fact that it is so expensive. Now, you guys know I'm not a drinker, so I don't know anything about like how much the drinks are until I get a rundown from like Emily or one of my friends. They're like, oh, I spent $20 on that damn shot. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they overcharge, and then half the time the drinks are not even.
You be drinking at the clubs, or do you like pregame?
I'm gonna always pregame. Right. You gonna always pregame. You be a damn dummy not to pregame. Now, pregame after you ready. Like you getting ready to leave, you done, you ready to go, and you stepping out. Then you pregame. Don't pregame and then getting ready, because you gonna, with the wrong crowd, you gonna mess around and fall right asleep.
Yep. I've done both. I pregame and I drink at the club. I have this thing to do.
I'm about one glass at the club, and that glass gonna last me from the beginning of the club to the end of the club. Now, if I'm feeling a little bit extra, I might get a second glass. But normally, and then depending on what type of scene it is, then you'll go VIP. But if it's dead, dry, disgusting, you always pregame just in case you feel like you wasted your time. Let's be honest. These bottles in the club, I don't know if they be having a little bit of water in them things, but they don't hit.
They definitely water down their drinks.
Yeah, it don't hit. Like compared to overseas, them bottles don't hit the same. The content ain't the same. But then again, in America, in America, they give you all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah, that's why I just bring people that I know that's gonna be cool with the bartender, and then like they usually give us drinks that they don't serve to everybody else. It was like, yo, we try to have a good time in it. But I know the first time, and this is probably why I started pre gaming, because the first time I went to a club when I was just buying drinks, I spent $100. I was like, God damn. And I was like, shit. Next time I'm gonna just pregame before I go in. But I'm not gonna lie to you. On that New Year's Day when we came back from deployment, and we had a bunch of money saved up from deployment, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of went crazy in the club. I think the most I spent like at least $200 just off drinks alone.
You said $2,000?
200.
Oh,
If I'd have spent that much, I'd probably had like a VIP or some shit like that. But
yeah, that's definitely VIP.
Yeah, because like we just got off deployment.
2-3 bottles, in the whole section. And honestly speaking, sometimes it don't even be $2,000 for VIP. Sometimes it'd be like $300 to $400 for a whole bottle in a section by yourself. I guess if you don't ask, you ain't gonna know the price. People just assume it would be so outrageously priced.
I've never bought a section. I never saw the point. It was like, why am I buying a spot just to stand? Just to stay. I never understood that myself. It was like, I'm not buying it. You want me to buy a spot just to stand around? Like, that's stupid. I never, to me, I always thought that was stupid. When I hear people buying sections and VIP and all that other stuff, and it's like, what for? So people can see you just stand around and shit? Because to me, like, and maybe this is how I looked at it. I go to the club to dance. I'm not going to the club just to sit around. If I wanted to sit around, I sit around at home for free. So what is the point of like buying a spot where all you want to do is just sit around and look cool? It's like, I'm not even going to be fucking paying attention. Now, VIP sections, I kind of get, because if they're there to see you, I think most of the times you're there just to sit around. Like, especially if you're like a celebrity or influencer, and you're just there to get people to come to the club and shit. But other than that, it was like, why am I like paying for a corner? But I know that's how they make their money now. So that's I might as well go to a strip club after that thing. That was just me. Back to the video.
Strong from what people are telling me, they're watered down, so it's ridiculous like how much everything costs. And I think what really ruined the nightlife is all this VIP bullshit. They're trying to keep up with celebrities, and they started making it really, really exclusive. The club started excluding regular people and making it more about celebrities and influencers, and it's like, the average person doesn't have the money to blow like an influencer or celebrity, but you guys are trying to charge even before you get into the club. It's $40 to park. You may not get valet. And then by the time you walk into the club, it's another $40, $50 to get in, even for the women. Like the girl said, back in the day, we didn't pay to go to the club. You could literally, everybody was free as long as you got in before 11. If you wanted to be a late comer, you were getting off of work late, then you knew by the time you got there, you'd have to pay between 10 to 20 bucks. But if you got there before 11, literally everybody was free before 11. Then they changed it to ladies. Only ladies were free before 10. And then now it's just like ladies have to pay to get in just like the guys. It's crazy. But we're going to go ahead and watch a few more videos, a few more reactions here.
I am very concerned about the future of my culture, which is clubbing. I'm going to write some letters to authorities like soon. This is a dying art. They're forgetting this craft and how to do it. The young girls, they don't even know how to dance on a table in a heel.
was one girl talking about how club music and club culture is dying, right? I don't even be at clubs, and I agree. Look at the top 10 right now. You could barely dance to half the songs barely got a beat to it. Like, bro, like if you throw a pool party, all you could play is throwback. Like what came out in the last 2 years that you could play? It's summertime right now, and I can't tell you any recent summer song. It's sad all the good stuff came out when I was too young to enjoy a club. Now we're left with all the sad songs on it. You can't meet your new friend or your new girlfriend if all the songs playing is sad. Like you might as well just stay home for real.
So take off all your clothes. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip. DJ Precise.
Now, she was definitely her millennial bag. They are not lying when they talk about the songs in the club. There are just not a lot of good songs. Usually when you want to go to a club and go, you know, where there's going to be dancing and fun, it has to be like a throwback Thursday. Because the stuff that's being played now in the clubs is just like half the words I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. And there's just not a lot of good dance songs that come out anymore. You know, everybody's either sad or depressed talking about a breakup, or they're talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang. It's like two big extremes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and watch a few more videos as well. Now, this video, they're saying the same thing is taking place in the UK. So this is not just an American thing. This is happening globally at this point.
Nightclubs are gone.
They're gone.
They're completely
Do you know
gone.
in 2019 there was 1,500 clubs?
Nightclubs are gone.
They're gone.
They're
Do
completely
you know
gone.
in 2019 there was 1,500 clubs in the UK? Today we're sitting on like 600, and they're just getting more and more
But
lessons.
I talk to my nieces. Like my niece is like 24 or whatever. They don't really go clubs.
No.
They go festivals,
Yeah.
or if there's a big event, a big super club.
Yeah.
Once they're booked the tickets for that, they mostly go restaurants where there's DJs, or they go to house parties.
That's right.
Nightclub culture is gone.
I think it's sad.
And it is sad
It's a
because
British culture for us.
I've had parts of nightclubs.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a partner in nightclubs, and you know, I used to love it. And you just knew as soon as the pubs come out and the bars come out, that club was filling up with
That's
400
right.
or 500 people.
At 10 p.m., 10:30.
That's not happening. That I don't know if it'll ever come back.
So as you see, it's definitely not just an American issue, but it's happening worldwide, where nightlife culture and clubbing is a dying.
This is like, so the last time you went to the club, was they playing anything like modern, or was they playing anything back when we was clubbing at Norfolk or Great Lakes, Illinois? Was they?
I told you the last time I went to the club was in Bali.
Yeah, what was they playing in Bali?
Child, it wasn't definitely modern stuff. It wasn't old school stuff either. It was like it would just be random. Like they might play a few English songs, but it was just random. Like they was playing what they like.
Well, I mean,
When you go to somebody else's house, child, you like what they like.
yeah.
When you at your house, you like what you like. But when you at somebody else's house, you like whatever the hell they like.
That is true. That was like,
There was some music that I understood, like some English songs, but it was like they play whatever the hell they want to play, and you had one or two options. That was either to accept it or to leave it the hell alone.
you have a point there. I think the last time I went to the club, they wasn't even playing anything from, what was it, like 2 years ago? Yeah, 2021. They was playing nothing from 2021. It was everything I remember from my youth. And it was just like, damn, it was like, ain't no, although, you know, I'm a man of the classics, I guess we could call them classics now. It's just like, damn, they're not playing anything from modern. Like, ain't no modern joints that people be dancing to, which is weird because, and I'm pretty sure this is two different things. Niggas be on TikTok, they dancing all the fucking time. So you would think motherfuckers be dancing in the clubs.
Because we're in a nigga dancing era. Like, you know, we're in a time where it's okay to be different. Like back in the days, it used to be considered to be sassy. Like especially if a man was dancing too hard, like he had to be gay. It was no in between. Like a dude doing ballet, a dude doing cheer. Like, oh, he had to be gay. A dude dancing too much. Oh, you gotta be gay. So we're in this time where it's okay to be whatever you want to be. And so a lot of guys who would naturally want to dance didn't dance. But then when they joined the military, they was dancing. They wasn't sassy, and it was just like, yo,
Shit, I knew a couple niggas that was still pop locking. They was still pop locking this shit. It was like I had a one dude.
it really
They
did
will
depend.
pop lock to
Like,
anything, but that nigga he was having fun. You can't say he wasn't having fun. He was pop locking
no,
everything. That was shit was funny.
yeah, we was having fun.
Was
It
you
was a
there?
different
Okay,
time
when
because
we
you
was on
had
deployment in
time.
Suda Bay, Greece, was you there on that final day where all the black people went to this one club because they was playing all the nigga music?
I don't know. To be honest, I was all over the place. One thing I do know was I had the time was there was a time to be had and the time was had. That's one thing I do know for sure. Because let me tell you, I had a fun time.
Yeah, I tell people all the time Suda Bay was the best time I ever had. Like
Mm-mm.
with either visiting spots or like just randomly walking and getting lost.
You
And I
know,
had
the
no duty
the
days.
best place I had fun at was New Year's in South Korea.
Wait,
In
I'm sorry.
Seoul, South Korea, baby, let me tell you, that New Year's was my best experience ever. Nope, that was my it would have to be Vegas. Vegas was my best clubbing moment in my entire life. What I experienced in Vegas could it couldn't be a thing. New Year's in Seoul, South Korea is different. It was very nice. It was very like regular. It was very fun. Vegas was very much outside. Like Vegas is a different type of club. I ain't gonna lie. Las Vegas, the way they party out there is different. It's different.
Yeah, I need to. From what I say, everybody that go to Vegas, they have fun. So I'm like, I need to
Oh
take my
my
ass
God.
to
I
Vegas.
had too much fun. Like at one point I forgot who I was.
Everybody got a fake name in Vegas. It's okay.
I was ready to be a whole influencer, like 304, all of that.
Oh Lord, not you, B.
Because I was like, is this the type of lifestyle they live in? Like the way they club in Vegas is not even normal. But then again, I think it's because everyone dresses up when they go clubbing in Vegas. So you feel like you amongst your kind. It's not like a gang of people just, just looking like they've been outside all day, ain't bathed. In Vegas, everyone dresses up, they get ready, they get dressed. Like, they do their big one. So I don't know. It's a different. Like I felt like I was back in my old, like, you know, in my time.
I agree with you. Suda Bay, I swear to God, like first off, Greece was just great because I didn't have no duty days, so I had all 3 days to myself.
Wait, so
No
you
duty.
didn't do when we went to Dubai? You didn't do. Remember how we had that clubhouse in Dubai where the
Oh, I
pool
went there.
they used to do
I
the
went
pool
there.
kickbacks?
I went. Yeah, I went there. Second best, but and don't get me wrong, we was wilding at the one in Dubai that pool
Man,
party.
we had the DJ on point playing the music. The
Yeah.
whole it was like damn near the whole engineering department.
Yep. Yes. Don't get me wrong. That party was lit too. I was there for that. But I
And then
think the reason why I put the
after you leave there, you got to go to the
yeah,
sandbox to finish it off because you got to be on the sandbox in curfew.
I, yeah, I think I flirted with a chief too. I ain't get in trouble for it, but I swear I was flirting with a chief. and it was
With me?
a young looking female chief. So I don't know. So
You flirted with somebody? Somebody that was with me?
that was on the shit. I'm pretty sure I was drunk as hell. I'm pretty sure.
What girl?
I don't
What girl
remember.
was with me?
I do
I'm trying
not.
to think. What girl was with me that you flirted with?
Because I had the whole deployment only rode with 2 people the whole time. It was me.
Ah,
My
I knew some people, but I only went hanging out with one person because everybody else wanted to be drunk from the morning to the nighttime. And I was like, oh hell no.
yeah, it was the same thing. My crew was just me and 2 people, and then whoever else wanted to join, they could come with us. But it was me, my man Clark, and my man Tony, and everywhere we went together and all that other stuff. So like,
Yeah.
I think the reason why I put the Suda Bay one over the pool party one because after French was Dubai, I broke up with my ex, and she was there at the party, and like it wasn't her, but I was dancing with her at the party, and her friend kept trying to like break us up or something like that while we was dancing. I was like, what the and almost like cursed her out in the middle of, but I didn't want to cause a scene, so I just walked off. But
That's so funny.
yeah, but the one in Suda Bay, I feel like it was just unexpected because anybody that was black, in my opinion, anybody that was black was at that party. And I even seen, you remember seeing
right.
T Love?
I think it was in Old Town though. Old Town Suda Bakeries. I don't think it was like in New Town Suda Bakeries.
It was
Because
probably
in
Old
New
Town Suda
Town,
Bakeries. It was probably Old Town Suda. It was probably Old Town Suda Bakeries.
yeah, because in New Town, like you would get that drink with the snake in it, the one that had you real toasted.
Uzo?
Yeah, whatever it was. You would drink that there because it was really small, but Old Town, it was so packed up in there. Like they had
Yeah.
it too, but it was just so packed in there. Like people was gone. They was finished drinking those drinks, and man, they'd be blacked out.
Oh, it fucked one of my dudes. They tried to give it to me. The Uzos. Cause like I ordered dark liquor or something like that. And they was like, boom, here on the house. I was like, what is this? They said Uzo. And the day before, one of my people, he tried this shit, fucked them up heavy. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. She was like, she was trying to get me to drink it. And she was like, you drunk that? She was like, that shit's heavier than this. I said, I don't know. My man was out on his ass. But I took a sip of it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I ain't fucking with that. It was like one thing about Tony, because Tony didn't drink. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get too stupid. I always had like at least a beer, or if not, I'll take a shot or something. But Tony didn't drink. Me and Clark did. But I didn't want no one dragging me back to the ship. That was just it. I got like lit enough where I could feel the alcohol, but not too lit where I can't control myself and people had to carry me back. But yeah, the fucking suit. I don't know. It was such a vibe at the Suda Bay group. That whatever that fucking club was, because it wasn't even a club. It was just a restaurant, and it's just a bunch of black people there. And we just like took over, and then they just started playing every black music on the man, and everybody was just dancing. I seen one scene, she just walked by with a drink in her hand, and I thought it was just the funniest shit. But yeah, that shit was lit to me. So, let's get back to the video.
In art form, like literally, and it's sad.
Also, why do y'all be getting sections at the club? For real. Like, did you just want to have a little separate mini party away from everybody else? If so, why didn't you stay home? You could have controlled the music there, and you would pay way less for alcohol. Don't get me wrong, when I was clubbing way back in the day, I'm not that old, but when I was clubbing, I would get sections here and there, not all the time, like occasions. But I would never be in the section. I would be on the dance floor with everybody else partying. Like back then, you weren't clubbing if you didn't leave the club drenched in sweat. The ladies' blowouts were blown out. Hair was puffed up, wigs were lifting, clothes might have been a little ripped, heels had been broken off, white shoes were now brown and tan because they've been stepped on many times, but you didn't care. You were partying. You were having a great time. But folks didn't care what people looked like back then. Now it's about looking cool and the aesthetic and all that. That's why you go and sit down and be cute. Why? I'm here to party. What? Like you paid $500 to $1,000 to come in here, sit down and look around and pay 300 to 400% more for a bottle of alcohol? What? Or did you just pay $500 to $1,000 for people to see you in a section sitting down when I just paid $20 to get in and listen to the same music you're listening to? And I'm having a great time with other people, meeting other people. What is it?
All right, so y'all just saw what he had to say, and I agree with a lot of everything he was saying. You know, back in the day, sections were a treat. You did it for like a reason, like your birthday or anniversary, or, you know, if your friends were in town.
I'm gonna skip to the ending where Miami is a superficial place. That should be interesting.
People. No, Miami's such an aesthetically demanding, superficial place. Like, this isn't news to anybody. Like, it's known that a lot of clubs.
Live streaming is on.
Oh yeah, let's get back at it.
Superficial place. Like, this isn't news to anybody. Like, it's known that a lot of clubs will deny even like the baddest girls just because they don't fit the aesthetic for the night. I've literally seen like 10 out of 10s getting denied, like, from these like mid-ass clubs just because like they're not the vibe for the night. It's like kind of crazy.
Or any woman that is overweight, if you're coming to Miami to go clubbing, please.
Disclaimer, I'm not from Florida. I do not live in Florida, but my cousin and some of her friends that we had went to Vendom with are from Florida, and they never experienced any type of problems when they have went to Vendom. So that's why we went there in the first place. So we go to Vendom and we get on the line because we know, well, my cousin knew a promoter and he wanted to get us in. I mean, he got us inside. So as we're like in the line and handing our IDs over, they let my cousin and her friends in. But like once it was my turn to give my ID, they didn't even look at my ID. They were just like, stop, give me 1 second, and just move to the right for me. And I'm like, okay, why? Like they didn't even look at my ID yet. They were just like, oh, can you step to the side for me for a second? And I'm like, okay. So they're like looking back at me and they're like confused and they're like, what's the problem? And they're pointing towards me and the promoter's like kind of telling them like, you need to get inside, like just move inside and then I'll go get her. Because they were like telling my friends and my cousins like, oh, like if you don't go in and sit down, you can't come back in because Summer Walker was performing that night. And I guess they were like being a little hard on entry and re-entry or whatever the case may be. So they were just like, you need to like just sit down and I'm going to go back outside and get her and I'm going to figure out what the problem is. So they're like, okay. And he's kind of being like a little harsh, like, oh, you need to sit down. Like, you're not coming back in. If you do not sit down, I will go get her. I'm going to handle it. So they're just like, okay. So he doesn't come outside to get me. So I'm just standing there for like good 5 minutes, whatever, like looking around, looking for the guy. I did not see him. And my cousins are on the phone, my cousin and my friends are on the phone calling me like, where are you? Like, is he outside? Because we don't see him in here. And he said he's coming to get you. And I'm like, no, he's not. So they get frustrated. I'm frustrated. So they're just like, we're leaving. Never mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fine. So as they're leaving, they're asking people, like some of the workers inside and like in the little area, like where they're checking for the IDs and stuff, like what was the problem? And they literally, well, honestly, a lot of people were just trying to like ignore the question and just be like, keep walking out. Like if you're leaving, leave, you know what I'm saying? And they're trying to ask people like, what's the problem though? Like, why is nobody saying nothing? Because they're not telling me nothing either on that little line that I was on. Like, they were just kind of like, I'm like asking them like, okay, so like, is anybody going to tell me why y'all pull me to the side? And everybody's just looking at me like I'm boo-boo the fool. And they're just like, either ignoring me or they're just not answering the question. So I'm getting mad too. So eventually one person that my cousin asked like what the problem was finally told her that the reason why I couldn't get inside was because I was too dark, and that they want a certain type of people in the club today, and that the owner was being very strict about who they let in and who they don't let in. So you have to meet that certain standard to get inside. And it's crazy because I noticed that I wasn't the only one that got like rejected to go inside. Like they also weren't letting anybody of like a certain body type inside. Like they only wanted people that looked like, I guess, on the skinnier side, the more slim side, or like if you had that like Coca-Cola shape vibe going on, they let you in. But if you were just the slightest bit of not on that standard that they wanted inside, you were not getting inside. They were just sending all those people that didn't meet that standard to the right, but they weren't saying anything. They were trying to make it seem kind of like, oh, we're going to let this side get an entry in a second.
Have you ever been kicked out of a club because you plus size? Have you?
Has this ever happened to you, B? You got not entered the club because of either your skin tone or anything else? B, you there? Where's your left? You there? Okay, there she is.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I've never experienced that.
Did you hear my question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, has that ever happened to you?
No.
This has never happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I guess that's a good thing, because the only time I ever got turned because I didn't have the right shoes, but that I understand. Like, that's dress code, but not getting turned down because of your skin color or your waist size. But I think that's like a problem only women will have. I don't think men usually get turned down because of that, because we're not I don't want to say the ideal people. I don't know, because I know like they usually get the women in there that look good to get people to come to the clubs and shit. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm from Florida, so we dressed up. And then I'm not dark skinned, so and then my body is body. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
have to be flat. That's not even a thing.
All right.
She didn't know the area she was in, because she was in.
You're coming in low, B. I could barely hear you.
I said she didn't know the area she was in, so it kind of didn't work out.
Is there a specific area that she got to be in or something like that?
Ever been told you can't come in the club because you're plus size? Have you ever been escorted out of the club because you plus size? I have. I've even been called Kool-Aid because I had on a red dress and I was trying to go hang out with my friends, and they called me Kool-Aid.
And back in the day, it was not about your look. You know what I'm saying? You might run across some people who may not be like the most attractive people in the club, but trust me, they were the funniest. They were the coolest, the best dancers. So maybe you weren't like the guy with like, the bomb body and super buff and stuff like that. You might have been skinny and scrawny or short. you still pulled girls because of your personality, because you could be out there dancing, you knew how to have fun. It wasn't always about the physical appearance. And I feel like that's what a lot of these clubs have turned into nowadays, especially in these major cities. That's why I was so surprised with the time that I had in Nashville, because that really reminded me of clubbing in the early 2000s. There were people there that were all types of shapes, races. They were having fun. They were line dancing. You know what I mean? Nobody was worried about social media and taking pictures and doing videos. They were just living in their element. And it was so dope to watch. You know, you saw black cowboys. They were out there dancing together and, you know, having fun with each other. And I really love that vibe. And that's the vibe I try to put together when I do my events. Y'all know, like when I rent out clubs and do stuff for like my Tea Sipper live events, it's all of us. Everybody's welcome. I don't care about your size, your aesthetic, none of that. And we have fun and we turn up. And people always tell me like that's the most fun they've had in years because they stopped going to the club. It's expensive. People are mean. You know, it's a lot of funny energy. But with the Tea Sippers, we have a good time. We turn up. You know, we just have fun. It's not about all the excess BS. And so for me, I feel like that's why the nightlife is dying. But I look forward to hearing from you guys. Why do you guys think that the nightlife is dying? And do you feel like it will ever come back? Because I don't even hear anybody talking about raves anymore. Even in Vegas, I remember going out to Vegas in my 20s and just having a ball out there. And I'm even hearing that the nightlife in Vegas is not what it used to be either. It's a shame because the nightclubs were definitely like so many memories. I still have a lot of pictures because back in the day we printed out our pictures. I still have pictures of us, you know, in the club with friends, having a good time and things like that. And it's really sad that this generation Alpha, you know what I'm saying? I could say some of Gen Z, you know, they get out, but I don't think Generation Alpha will even understand what clubbing is or will even care because they're just so stuck on their iPads. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. I look forward to hearing from y'all.
Okay. So I guess the last question is, do you feel like it's dying? Or
Can you hear
like,
me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I don't think it's dying. I think the thing is we're so stuck on the COVID era, and we failed to realize that there was a period and like there was a break in time where people were still trying to reestablish themselves. People are now being back outside. They're now doing things. They're doing activities again. We're missing the fact that there was a moment in time. Like now the world is trying to like reestablish itself. You know, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
But to us, it's like, oh, it's not the same. Yeah, it's definitely not the same. That is true. The aesthetics of clubbing in the early 2000s is definitely not what it is in the early, like in the 2020 era. It's not the same. Technology is not the same. So,
I always just say this when we got into COVID, and I said when we get out of COVID, we need to take steps of getting out of COVID because I don't think it's just going to go back to just like what it was before COVID times, and a lot of people are going to be out to be skeptical. Like I know people are still wearing masks that when they go out traveling. It's that I know there's people. Well, I know COVID still exists, but you know, people are still wearing masks out. There are people who's just, you know, not really. I don't want to say introverted, but they're not really open to talk to people, and you know, it seems like everybody's kind of awkward going somewhere, and yeah, and I keep telling people like COVID did a number on us, not just physically but mentally as well, because
a big number.
And I knew that when we was going to go back outside. Some people are not going to come back like regular. Like some people's just going to be acting weird, and then some people is just going to be very standoffish. So it's going to take a while for the world to like get back to where it was after something as big as COVID happening, especially mentally. And I noticed this when people just start, not even just clubs, but people just started going crazy mentally and shit, and like just losing their minds, just doing dumb shit. It's just like, oh, I don't know. That's how I felt. But
No, I agree.
yeah. What did you think? So, what did you think of the video?
It was good. I felt like it was a lot of cap. It was definitely a lot of capping. I felt like um, us 30-year-olds are still living. We're living in our old days. Like we're still excited about things we did in our 20s and 30s, and like we swear up and down that these kids in this generation are not having fun or like they're not happy. I don't know why we think that, but like we really in our mind believes like if they're not partying like we were, if they're not doing things like we was doing it, like it's not fun for them. Their 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 definition of fun is completely different than ours. Like us not, and then you gotta remember us in our 30s now. Our definition of fun is being inside the house. Like let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
When we was growing up, people wasn't inside the house. So the kids that are now functioning the way they are is because of us. Like I was a kid. I wasn't that. I wasn't an adult when what's that thing called? When what's that thing that was in Atlanta that they're making this documentary about?
The thing in Atlanta.
Yeah, that they got the documentary about where they was going
Oh,
down in
freaking,
Atlanta.
freaking.
Yeah, like those were the what we was looking forward to. Those were our young generation. That was what the young generation had to look up to. They was outside, they was
I
having
know I
fun,
did.
they was partying, they was living this good life. They was like, they was like their hair was done, they this was that, that's this. Then they get then these young generation kids, now they got us. We be so happy about being inside the house. Like, I mean, we be so excited to be inside the house. Then you get parents that love to be inside the house raising kids, and the kids love to be inside the house. Um, so I'm like, they're following us. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. These kids are literally following the path that y'all gave them.
You got a point there because I know anybody asked me like if you could go back in time, where would you go? And I immediately said the '90s. And it was like, why
Yeah,
the '90s? I said one because I felt like that's when black people was the most free. I'm pretty sure some people said the '70s, and I wouldn't argue with that because of the style and the clothes and the dancing. But I said I want to know what Freaknik was like. I
yeah.
said,
Like,
I said,
I would love to have known what it was like here also.
yeah,
Because as a kid, we seen freaking, we seen Wildin' Out. I mean, Girls Gone Wild. My bad. That was like the white version of Freaknik, and then Freaknik, and then you had Memorial Weekend in South Beach, but it wasn't like Freaknik. Freaknik was it was a night to be had. So I'm
yeah,
like, it's different. Like these kids, like we don't set the standards for them. Like back then, like the older ladies that was partying, they was like they would get their hair done, they would get their nails done, they would put on the heel, and so like we saw them. Girl, us now we so tired because we working so hard. Like they was working hard, but they wasn't working as hard as we working now. So if we do go out, we don't want to put nothing on. We just get up and go and like. So we set the standard. Like I don't think it's dead. I just think that the standard is set. Like they need somebody else to rewind the standard. Like but we, us older generation, we still living on the past. Like, oh my gosh, like, these kids, they're happy with the songs they listen to now. Like the Uzi Verts and the Young Thugs. Like that's their type of music.
Yeah, and plus everybody like going to festivals like Coachella and them. I think that's where like everybody goes there to parties.
I think they lying.
You think they're lying?
I think people big capping where they talking about festivals is like the new nightclub. People are still going to the nightclub. Festivals been around since before my time. Festivals been around. They will be around after my time. Festivals have always existed. So, but nightclubs have also always existed. I think the problem with nightclubs is they need to rebuild the standards of nightclub. They need to start opening back up to ladies free or everybody free before 10 o'clock. Ladies free until 11, or like everyone's free before 9, and then ladies free until 10, and then everybody has to pay. Like as long as you get more females, I don't know, because this era is a little bit fruity tooty, so I don't know. If you're gonna get the men to come, if you're gonna get the men to come out for a bunch of pretty ladies out with some heels and this and that, because half of them like men themselves, so you might need to say, I don't know. You might need to know your audience. If it's a gay club, it's different. If it's a straight club, I don't know. Because half these men is bisexual, and the other half that isn't bisexual, it's hard to find them. Like it's not hard to find them, but I'm saying a lot of them ain't really at the club. Like they on their grown man stuff.
Whew. Okay. All I know is like, because you did have a point. When we was growing up, and like we had Spring Bling. MTV had the whole spring break weekend with all the celebrities come out, and they had the Rip the Runways, and all of those events looked like fun. And especially like Spring Bling, something like a spring break, because I was like, I want to do that. That was me. It was like, I want to go to Daytona Beach. I want to go to Miami. I want to go down there for spring break. Because that's where all the women was. It was like, and all the women in bikinis and all that other stuff. I was like, that's where I need to be.
By the time
All
we
the
get the age to go,
celebrities and all that other stuff. That's my spot. I don't really see, but I don't see that no more. Like BET don't even do spring blings no more. I don't know why, because
by the time we hit the age to go to these things, they had already shut it down.
I hate that. Yo, that was like that when I was going to clubs in Norfolk. I found a good ass club and they shut it down. The last time I felt that way, it was a place called in Norfolk. I think they called it 333 or something like that. But it was called Have a Nice Day Cafe. And that was like my spot. And then they shut that down because I don't think the dude had a liquor license or some shit like that. But I had so much fun in that damn club. I was pissed when they shut that down. So after that, that's when I started going, and I was just in fucking bars. But okay, that's it for that. The other reason why I wanted you here, because I do this every year where I check out the XXL Freshmen, and I kind of wait for their ciphers to come out, and these are, I don't know if you've seen the list of a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't know who they were if they were.
This freshman class was filled with drama. Like it wasn't even good drama. It was like To be honest, I feel like this class, no offense to the people in the class, I feel like double XL, I feel like we always think they dropped the ball on the freshman class. Because for some odd reason, the freshman class ain't never on the freshman, period. Like, these people be out for a long time and then all of a sudden they part of the freshman class. Like, bruh, you're kind of behind.
I feel you on that. But I wanted to review some of these people freestyles and see what did you think as well. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then when we come back, we can go look at these some of these freestyles.
Say it again.
All right, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there's a couple of them I did want to go through because there's a lot of people that has a lot of name on. So let's start with Big X the Plug. See his freestyle.
26 and I'm having my way. The same year in all 50 states. No, I never say, but can make a hoe great, get some paper, she come do whatever I say. 50K on my watch, 30K on my face, 60K on your head if you played and you late. Who you know up the score and put on for a state? You can hate, just don't play with my folks and you great. See, I really been gliding on shit like a skate, bigger step, but when I step on shit, better shake. Oh, you harder than me, I don't do the debates. I got cake, I can never get talked on my place. Yeah, I got me some money on, but not for a day. Once I fucking I'm done, bitch, get out my face. Fuck the lot, call my lawyer, bet I beat the case. If I can't call my ass, I can move out of state. Hey.
What did you think?
What happened to the beat?
These are acapellas.
So I was confused as to what was the.
You thought he was just talking?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if he off beat or if he just like told them to hold the beat and he was just gonna be saying a bunch of things. It just confused me.
Okay. Okay. With that, okay. Then if that's the case, we just gonna go straight to the ciphers then. That's the one with the beat. So
no, the acapella, like I just think who was that?
His name is Big X the Plug.
If it was in my style, I wouldn't listen to it. Or went to go or go get his album or try to figure out who he was. It was just it was a no for me.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. His name is That Mexican OT. And I've actually
heard
seen
of him before.
I actually seen him in person before. He was he was at my job. And he was going up to Philly for a concert. So.
Mm-hmm.
And I just walked by, but it's like I was like, I've seen that nigga before. And then I was like, I seen a bunch of Texas tattoos. I was like, oh, that's the rapper and all that. This one, like he had that song Johnny Dang, and that was kind of blowing up. So let's see his freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the south side of the map. Killers get killed, jackers get jacked. I can't trust this whole singer nap, bitch. I slow boogie in my lap. This hoe tryna dug in my lap. I'm just tryna fucking in here to lap. This bitch too pretty to hit from the back, so I fuck her face until she can't ride with a truck full of strippers. Cause we gon' slide with a pole. If you ain't down to die about this shit, I can't call you my low. She say I got something to say. I say I already know. You gotta let a hoe be a hoe and just let the shit go. Country boy, cooking on my dealer. I'm from a place that's called Be Careful. Bleed out, blowing, piss out, yellow. Don't mess with Texas. You should know better than country. your boy. Cooking armadillo. I'm from a place that's called Be Careful. Bleed it out, blue and piss out yellow. Don't mess with Texas. Zeus know better.
That was good. I like this.
No, I feel like he sounds like NBA YoungBoy mixed with Kevin Gates.
A lot of people say that.
It threw me off. It was like he don't have his own sound. Like I could hear Kevin Gates like last. I don't know if it's his last album or 2 albums before that. Like literally his whole like Kevin Gates whole flow. And then like it gives me some of that NBA YoungBoy for like his last album or the where he got that song with dun, 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 dun. Like it gave me those two people. Like at one point I heard NBA, next point I heard Kevin Gates. I'm just like, it's a no.
Yeah, so you're not sold on that Mexican OT?
I just feel like he don't have. I don't know what his sound is, but it sounds like somebody else's sound already.
I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people say you sound like the baby, and Kevin Gates had a baby.
Yeah, I don't hear the baby at all because the baby has his own sound.
Yeah. So, and he said it too. He was like, he felt like he had a different sound than the baby, but he does get Kevin Gates a lot. So
no, he gets Kevin Gates 75%. I got NBA YoungBoy. I don't know how they got the baby because we all know how the baby sound like, and there's nothing about the baby sound there. I think people just be saying. I guess I gotta hear another song of his where it sounds like the baby, but it's definitely Kevin Gates.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go with the ladies. This is Lay Banks. I've heard of her. Have you heard of her?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I think she's out of Philly or something like that. But let's just hear.
Lately, it's been a lot on my mind. Fighting battles internal inside. Like, it be some days I can't talk to my mom. Because I'm dealing with so many feelings. And really, I'm feeling like I should unwind. And just speak on the thoughts that I bury. Like, if I don't make it, at least I was trying. At least I tried to make it out. At least I tried to be someone. At least I tried to fight my doubts. At least I gave this shit my all. I can't give in. I can't give out. And when the pressure caving in, I'll make some diamonds out of dirt. Ghetto angels protecting me from sin, but I buried some bodies and it hurt. Have you ever been fucked up? That's the worst. All the shit I'm accomplishing my first. I was doing the most to get close to my dreams and abandoning hope because it don't work. I done seen shit you wouldn't believe. Where I'm from every day, a new face, but on a shirt. Go to school, stomach hurt, and I ain't eat. If they ask, I was lying to the nurse. Bad grades, now they honor me. City hated me, now they all proud of me. And the music kept a smile on me. But the industry fake, they lied to me. Got haters say they proud of me. Like, how you tired of me? I've been going crazy, gotta admit. How you can't fuck with me, honestly? Yeah.
Okay, what you think about that one? That one has some substance to it. A little bit of substance. What you think?
It was cool. Like, I wouldn't. She okay. Yeah, it's enough for me.
Okay. All right. Next one, we're going to look at Bossman D-Lo. I hear it in strip clubs all the fucking time. So, it was one time they played his songs back to back to back. So, I already know how his styles is. So, we're going to check out Bossman D-Lo.
The trap winning, baby, you know we got big pockets. Made millions off of chicken talking out on Skip College. 10-pointers moonwalking, baby, I got big diamonds. Fuck a vet, pull up TRX, we love big body. We ain't gonna worry about what they doing, baby, cause we on boss shit. Spent the 20 ball in Louis, left with 3 outfits. You know you the biggest, babe. Ain't nobody seeing you. Pull up white double R, interior Easter blue. I know you tired of Chick-fil-A. Come on, baby, we eating steak. Crackers getting me, I want you to wait for me like I'm Future and Drake. 3,500 to put these on your feet, nigga. I'ma wake them up for acting like they sleep, nigga. They ain't want to see me make it. Bitches had they nuts crawl. Pull up, I say I'm interior, duck saw. Switching up my car so them folks don't know a whip I'm in. Hop straight out of PJ, jumped in a Sprinter van. Wrist game better, power play catcher. Run it up crazy, apply straight pressure. Put up on fancy, naked wrist dancing. Gambling with my life, shooting dice, taking chances. I'm dog shit talking, wrist like a faucet. Them niggas workers, we self-made bosses, baby.
All right. So what you think about that one? Because he sounded like he was just reading. It didn't sound like rapping. It sounded like reading.
Terrible. Trash.
Hey, he's popular in the.
Yeah, his song is good, but to be honest, that whole rhyme and rap, whatever he did right there, like I don't think he's crafted enough to do a cappella. But the beat helps him out. Like this just really shows you like the beat help out a lot of these rappers for real, for real.
I've said the same thing. I've said that too. I said some of y'all, the beats be saving y'all because some of y'all really can't rap. But to me, and I mean, even when he's rapping on beat, he sounds like he's just reading shit, not really rapping. So I guess it's about akin to his style as. But like I said, I hear his songs in the strip clubs all the fucking time. But all right, next one, Scarlett. You've heard of Scarlett, right?
Yeah, I heard her.
Okay, so this is I like some of the songs that Scarlett done put out before. So the fact that she's on here, I'm glad she's on here. But let's see how freestyle goes.
As a black girl in the system, I was taught to hate myself. Raised in a black home, if you took back, they grabbed the belt. I was jumping house from house. You don't know how that made me feel. 2 years later, grabbed the knife. I was ready to kill myself. You don't know shit about my life. Stop saying that you care. Where was you at when he was touching me? None of y'all was there. Where was you at when my mother died? None of y'all was there. I used to have this spark in me. You see, they took that glow in me. Want me to tell you about my life without you even knowing me? I'm facing this world on my own. I ain't afraid to be alone. Mama died when I was 12. Ever since then, I had to be grown. Ain't no happy ending. Ain't no happiness for me. Told my uncle I want to rap. He told me that was just a dream. And dreams don't come true for black girls that look like me. So therapists, please tell me, what do you see when you look at me? Do you see a future or do you see a curse? I've been trying my best. I always seem to do my worst. My family don't love me. My brother won't even hug me. My sister been acting funny. It's like ain't nobody for me. It's like the world is out to get me. It's like the world is out to get me.
Dark. But I know a backstory, so I guess I should have expected that. But golly, it was dark, Sean.
That was good. It gave me that the Welcome to New York song that she has. Like it has that same cadence as that one. And you know she did pretty good. Like you could tell she really does write her stuff. Because like even without a beat, you could create a beat in your head. Like you can hear the cadence, you can hear what she's trying to put out. Like you can understand it. Like yes, she needs some therapy, but at least it was good. Now everybody like those other people before, like she has her own sound. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people just be copying other people's sound, and I understand. If it works for somebody, it might work for you, and it does. Clearly, it is working. You can copy somebody's style, and you can pop with that style. But it's just like hers was good. I like her. Like she can rap.
Yeah, like I said, I always like Scarlett. I thought she could rap, so it was like she rap with a lot of passion.
Yeah, and she don't need the beat to like really make her words pop. Like that song right there was, it was. It's I wouldn't want to hear it on the radio because it's like, girl, that's too much. It gave me Eminem old school vibes, like like y'all be having these family traumas, like you know what I mean, like that old school Eminem song where he talks about his mom.
Cleaning out my closet.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, it's too much.
All right. And I could go into the other ones, but I'm gonna just go straight into the ciphers. So we're gonna go
They
into
missed. Do you think they left out some good people that should have been on there?
Here's the thing. I feel like I'm at an age where I don't know who's like. Don't get me wrong. Like I've had people send me their stuff that's not big, and I feel like if they really, how can I say this? If they really did their thing, they will really be on here. I don't remember Doja Cat being on the XXL Cypher, right? Or XXL Freshman.
I don't think so. I think she was
I don't
too
think she
busy or something. So I said they be so behind. Like the freshmen be already in like award shows and everything. You're just not putting them on the freshman class. They about 3 years into a freshman career. They just not getting into the freshman class. Like, bruh.
Yeah, because if you asked me like 10 years ago, when I was like really heavy on these artists or even the underground artists, I'd be like, yeah, they left so and so out, they left so and so out. Now I feel like I'm at an age where I have to learn some of these people because it's just like I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, but then again, there's no mixtapes out. People not grinding. They not like really putting in that work. They just surviving. People really getting by.
I agree with you. Like, there's some cats out of Long Island that I would like to see on there, and I always like their work. They're called Dumbar, and like to me, they make some great music, and I will hope to see them on here one day. But you know, I think they're just going by what's popping, and even then, there's just like some people from West Side Griselda. I don't think any of them has ever really been on, but. Then again, they're like New Yorkers, and I don't think people really fuck with New York stuff like that if it's not drill music. So I'm not sure. I could be wrong because I think most of these people are from the South. I know Scarlett, she's from New York, and Late Bass is from Philly or some shit like that. So you know, I don't know. Let's get to the first one. This with Maya the Dawn, Big X the Plug, and Bossman D-Lo. So
Hey, let's go. You know I rip 6 double O. A bitch nigga reach for my chain and this bitch on my soul. Then that boy gotta go. The baddest of bitches be on me and all of my niggas. Soon as we hit the door, she really was selling them right till I started progressing and saving life. She really, I'm kind of the biggest. They call me Big X. Baby, if you didn't know, he named a top 5 in the city and don't mention me. Then he play with his nose. These niggas get caught in these gyms and go sit in that cell and can't stick to the code. Nigga, you pussy, I heard that you froze your partner. Red, y'all know to be told.
what did you think?
It's a no.
It's a no?
Yeah, I couldn't know what he was talking about.
I couldn't understand him. I'm not
Me either. I didn't know what he was talking about. So it was a no for me.
Biggie,
like the voice was deep down.
Yeah, I'm not getting on him because like Biggie, he kind of sound like that too. But I can hear what Biggie is saying. Yeah, even when he's just freestyling off a mic, I can hear what he said. I could not hear. It's like that. It's like the Biggie's voice with the southern drawl, and it's just like I don't understand a fucking word. So I don't even know if he said anything remotely. And Biggie's one of my favorite rappers. Don't get me wrong. So and also I just noticed that all 3 of these people on this cypher are big as hell. So
I haven't. Let me see.
Just look at it, man. That's Bossman D-Lo. Bossman D-Lo's up.
I can't see nothing because waist like
that. Come here, baby. You so goddamn fine. What's your number? I've been beating up the road. I got stars on my nugget. Cheese chasing, highway speed racing, doing a Honda. I'm in traffic, driving fucking G-Wagon like a Honda. Niggas hate cause they ain't nuts. Fuck them niggas, I'm rich as fuck. You looking for me, I'm cooking up. Where it's at, I'm pushing up. Money good,
It's a no.
trout swinging, I'm beating
It's a
somebody
no.
up like I'm angry. I can run it
It's
up
a
with
no.
no anger. I got chicken like
It's a
Bojangles.
no.
I got chicken like Zaxby, nigga. Want
It's a
some
no.
at me, nigga. I'm Miss.
It's a no.
It's
Like,
a no.
yeah, we don't even need to listen to the whole thing. It's a no. Like,
She
like at this
skip.
point, yeah, at this point, he ain't got it. Like, he got lucky.
You got lucky.
Because he really just said he in the something about a Honda. Like, it's a no. Chicken, Bojack. It's a no.
Damn. She like, I don't even want to hear the rest of it.
Yeah, like he should have never even been on the freshman class, to be honest. Like, he got one good song. Like, y'all need to stop. Like, these people need to put in work before they get on this freshman class. Like, I don't even think Scarlett should have been on this freshman class, to be honest, because I feel like she's not even a freshman. This girl's about 2 years into her career. Like, let's be honest. She should have been in there last year. Like,
I thought so too. I thought she should have been there at least last year. So, especially when like that New York song, like, get the
exactly.
fuck up.
That song is probably like 2 or 3 years old. I feel like, I don't know. It's like 2 years old.
All right. So, all right. The last one is Maya the Dawn. So let's get to listen to this.
Yeah, bitches trying to count me out, and that shit ain't adding up, huh? It's a fifth cypher, I smoked this year, I still ain't passed the blunt, huh? Ever since I hit the scene, I got all these bitches gagged. 101 custom jeans, couple beans to pop a tag. She keep dropping all
It's a
the
no.
music, someone tell her that it's whack. All the streams of income, I feel like I'm cashing that. 100 racks in my
Oh my
bag,
Jesus,
100
no.
pounds on my neck. I just left the Louis store, and there ain't no Louis left. My
You're not feeling it either?
It was, they're all bad.
They're all
Just
bad?
3 solid bads. Like, I don't know if it's the beat that they just struggling with or what. Like, I don't even understand the reason why she added Kai Cenat to her rap. Like, girl, I understand he popping, but this is, it's a no.
Is it no for you?
Like, which I know for a fact, if this was off the dome, they failed. Like, I know they had some time to write this stuff down. Like make something good.
Okay. All right. That's
Like,
3 no's in a row. So let's just go into the next cipher, which is like 5 people. Lay Banks, Skilla Baby, Scarlet, Mexican OT, and Cash Cobain.
I've heard of all those people. All of them like have a big following.
Yeah, I've heard of 3 of them. So
There's
most of
Skilla
the
Baby, OT, Mexican OT, and Scarlett. Was she on this one?
Mm-hmm.
So those are 3, you know.
Cash Cobain, OT, and Scarlett. And the only reason I know Cash Cobain is because, you know, when Jay-Z dropped that song, not Jay-Z, J. Cole dropped that song, Grippy. That was originally Cash Cobain's song. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's how I know who Cash Cobain is. And, but everybody kind of like fucks with him, so I guess it's
I
something.
think this one's gonna be better. You know why? They
Why?
put they put the true rappers, like people who at least know how to rap, together. Like,
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Ho, stop calling me the #1 Latino rapper, bitch, because I'm shitting on the blacks and whites, it's not just Mexicans. Until you made the XXL list, I'm screaming, fuck that shit. You could catch me sipping on some medicine what Texas is. Come to Texas, you see shit you never seen, like wood is swinging, bitch, I'm in the slab inside the country, slow loud and I'm banging. I'm from BK with their house, we drag nuts and leave them hanging. I'm pimping hoes and slanging bows, little bitch, better have my payment player, mate. I just came. Hey, y'all bitches came with me. Great digger. I'm a wig splitter. Keep that thing with me. Blue gun. Could look like a Seagulls game banging with me. Call y'all bitch, tell her come over. She gon' choo-choo train with me. Got a homie looking like the children of corn. We gon' hit a drop out, we gon' slide on the corner. If they don't let me in, I'ma kick in the door. Pop, 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 hit him up with 4-3. Him in the car, we geeking. Got a halo, but I'm in the demon. Don't be a hero, cause like Sub-Zero. I push up on your block and I freeze it. Diamonds in my mouth, I hold it be cheesing. Ballin' hard going in for no reason. I gotta tell my people that the weekend to be okay. We taking over the season. Anybody say they got a problem, hit it with the apple. Papa, I put it on mama, I'm bringing the drama. Mama look butter like I was Osama. I'm Terminator, bitch, I bought with a chopper.
I fuck with it. But I always fuck. I've listened to some of his work, so I kind of like fuck with his shit. But what did you think? Still give you that Kevin Gates vibe?
It does, and
Yeah.
I just don't like. I like Kevin Gates. I feel like I don't know. It don't. I don't know. It gives me Kevin Gates, and I feel like I already got. He gives out good music already, like. And I guess that's his sound, but it just feels like a copy. Like, I don't know, it throws me off. Like, it feels like I don't know if this is really how he sounds or if it's just him doing that.
When he talks, he sound like that too. So again, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it throws me off. Like something about it just does not resonate with me. Like it just feels like a copy, and I don't like. Even when he was speaking fast, it just felt like a copy. Like it was like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't hit. Like this, he's really good. Like he's a good rapper. It just feel like his sound has already been like he don't have his own sound. Like
Hey man, I can't argue with you. Because I've heard a lot of people say that, and then you kind of can hear it. So, but you do. I will say
he's a good. He's talented. It's just it throws me off the fact that he literally is like a Hispanic version of Kevin Gates. Like
okay, all right. Let's get to Scarlett. Now she's more of a New York rapper, so her on these Southern beats, I wonder how she's going to bring it. So let's go.
Yo, since Nike, Cortez, and Capri's, I've been a big body. Scar here, this the last dance. Ain't no TikTok-y, real cocky. When pussy gets around, it gets Chris Rocky. Put so many dicks up in the ass, now that bitch cocky. Show no emotions, growing up we had to fight tears. Bloodshed, tears shed for anyone who might care. Can't stop, won't stop, the finish line is right there. Creep up in their dreams, pin game, give them nightmares. Hound dick, ride, bitch, I ride dick. Mob shit put place and skip states like I'm John Wick. The Glock is a molester. Touching niggas without consent. And my fist is a compressor. Metal stone to leave an axe. How I ain't flavor with these hoes. I don't punch that way. Fucking for bands and catching AIDS. I ain't cut that way. With your cheap ass. Should throw a bunch of donuts at your sweet ass. This the type to blow you off the globe and make you relapse. Me and Tim dunking on your bitches like a relapse. Tell them kiss the ass inside my hole in case they youngest trapping off the Android. Claiming that they fair one, they'll air one. Nigga, that's the same song that Sam sung, but now he missing. Probably swimming with shit that I could do. I'm stopping you. Even Kim know it's possible. I move weight, snatch place like a smooth shake. Make two eggs when I move cake. Then I vacate with a dick that I ride D on. Better than Celine, fuck you mean. I turn a nigga crispy for the cream. Nigga, just keep it a Fendi with me. Just keep it a bean. Keep it P. I'm the first thing that John has ever seen. Ah!
What you think? She kept it New York.
that was a no.
That's a no for you?
That was a high no. Like not even a little no. That was a high no.
That was a high
I don't
note?
even know what beat she was on, but it was not that beat. Um I don't know why the beat was so like laid back and she was so hard on the beat. Like
You've heard her rap before, because that's
yeah, but I'm like, you gotta like like that beat was like you had time with that beat. It was so hard. Like when you hear that beat, you don't hear like you don't hear like you gonna kill somebody. Like the beat was just too light. And I felt like she just went so hard. Like if she had, there was a point where she was rapping where it was like a bouncy type rap. And I was like, if she could have kept that, I was like, yo, I can't. But then she like, I guess she couldn't hold it for so long. Then she went back to being so hard. And like, I was like, yeah, it's a no. Like the beat and the sound she was giving just did not correlate with each other. That beat was too slow, and she didn't know how to slow it down. Like you can play the beat again. Just play the beat again.
I turn a nigga crispy for the cream. Nigga, just keep it a Fendi with me. Just keep it a bean. Keep it P. I'm the first thing that John has ever seen. Ah!
That's what he was talking about?
Yeah. Does that beat seem like it make you mad?
No.
But she was rapping so hard on it, and I was just like, the beat don't give. It gives like fun. Like there was a point where she was doing this bounce type rap, and I was like, oh, that would definitely have killed it. But then I guess she couldn't hold it for so long. Then she went back to like I'll kill you, and I'm just like, the beat don't give that. It gives fun. It gives nah, like it don't give summer vibes, but it gives like right now vibes.
Okay.
But she's talented, but she didn't kill that version. That cipher right there.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Next is Skilla Baby. So you've actually heard of him, so I haven't heard of him. So, this is gonna be new for me. So let's get it.
I'm the first thing that John has ever seen. Ah!
I fuck with Southside, cause I know he got my back. I'm the richest young nigga doing this shit without a plaque. Pushing records out the studio, I treat it like my trap. Henry from BMF ain't doing shit without my strap. I'm a self-made millionaire, nobody put me on. I ain't trying to make no friends in this shit, nigga, I'm grown. I ain't standing in no nigga entourage to do a song. 5 jail calls a day, I don't like talking on the phone, nigga. Neck froze, nigga. All my bitches cold, nigga. All my hoes come with French tips and white toes, nigga. The studio was made for me, my money long, nigga. Hustle strong, I got money older than the old nigga. Boss man from the D, man, low key, this shit just hit me. I'm leaving the club, I'm trying to euro. These bitches trying to get in with me, nigga. I'm a jaywalker. What that mean, a walking ticket? Any nigga ever win against this shit, them niggas finished.
What you think?
No. From the moment it started, it was a no.
B looking like Simon Cowell. Everybody getting a no. It's a no. Oh man.
What you
Hey,
think?
I tell you a whole. I kind of like tuned out like half the way. So
Exactly, it was a no.
I don't look. I'm not trying to sound like an old head, but I know what's appealing to ears, and at least to me, I know what's appealing to me, and obviously listen to this. I'm giving him a chance, but yeah, I tuned out like halfway through it, so I can't even like front. So, all right, up next is Cash Cobain. Let's see how Cash Cobain do.
Okay, Shizzy, all I rap about is fucking. Cause all my bitches, they bustin'. Okay, walk inside the club with that shit tucked in. Okay, it costs about $1 for me to go clubbing. Okay, fast bars, fast cars, and my budget. Oh, and I'll still be on the block. Bitches love it. I am not trying to discuss it. Ain't about the money, then fuck it. But old teachers are cut it. All my bitches be slutty. These niggas wanna be friends. I am not trying to be buddy. Top 5 says you're nothing. Not my says you bugging.
That's enough. This is what before B says anything, I want to understand this. With some of these newer rappers, freestyling or at least like rapping over a beats that's not yours, it's not really your strong suit. I can understand some of the older rappers we growing up, it's just like, if you put me on this beat, I'm gonna murder it. It's like I'm gonna have a verse for it and I'm gonna murder it. And like they go to radio, they have a freestyle, they have at least one rhyme that they know that everybody's gonna fuck with. I feel like this generation does not have one, and it's just lame. Like, I don't want to sound like an old head, but God, that was terrible. That was the worst one out of all of them. That was the worst one. What did you think, B?
The way you shut it down cracked me up. You said that's a no. Man, I had hope for him. It was within like 0.2 seconds of him talking. I was like, yep, it's a no. But he was trying. It was bad though. It was real bad. I was like, wow. These rappers really don't know how to catch a beat. Like, even if he could have, I don't know. Even what he was talking about didn't make no sense. But like, these rappers really don't know how to catch a beat. Like, they don't know when to speed up, when to slow down. It's like, to be honest, I felt like they always competing with Mexican OT. Honestly speaking, because he started doing all those different verses. They trying to change up their style. They rap. It was just bad.
Lord Jesus, help them. But all right, on to Lay Banks, and I'm hoping she does better than what I've heard so far. So let's get to Lay Banks.
Yeah.
Live streaming is on.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Since I got my weight up, I've been feeling heavy. 19, but I'm my own boss, so I'ma hold it steady. Never been a type to glow the boast, but I could do the most. I'm the youngest turned, no, I ain't older, but I'm overhoes. My music dope, they overdose. Giving what's needed, what bitches don't do. I'm so conceited, like what I don't do. Made a few milli just off of Pro Tools. I don't need makeup to post on socials. Bitches ain't seeing me, fuck my vocals. Difference is with me, I never been dependent. Never need a nigga to do shit, these hoes be codependent. Hate it when I say these men give me the ick, ain't understand it. But if I said it, then I fucking meant it. No corrections, Steady bursting bubbles and bruising egos. Just being me though, my body Tito and bitches Cheeto. A lot of shit you seen these bitches doing, yeah, I started it. Party music, no, I ain't created. I was part of it, the evolution. All the shit these hoes doing, yeah, I was first to do it. But I ain't tripping, stay original. Manifest that everything I got this moment biblical. I work for it, Yeah, I said I manifested everything I got this moment biblical. I work for it, Yeah, big bass.
All right, it is obvious to say that she was maybe 1 or 2. I might give her the nod over Mexican OT, but I thought Mexican OT delivered. But she's definitely At least top two. What'd you say, B? Lord, I can't. B, you might have to go out and go back in. I don't know why he's doing that to you.
I said, I think she was the best. Mexican OT gave me Kevin Gates, and since that, I could not hear Kevin Gates, so I could not like really enjoy the song in his verse. And this girl, to be honest, it kind of flowed. It was it was good. Like to be honest, she was top two, top one. Out of all of them, she was top one. Like
Oh,
she was,
you giving her the top spot?
yeah, she was the top spot. I'm sorry, but Mexico to me is just I cannot not hear Kevin Gates. So I can't listen to his music how like he would want it because like all I can keep thinking is damn, that sound like Kevin Gates. I can't even hear his words. I can't do nothing but hear Kevin Gates.
Oh, all right, there you have it. Lay Banks. I, like I said, she was top two. I might put her on. Yeah, I'm gonna put her on the Mexican OT. I actually like Mexican OT. I like the way he switched the flow and he showed you that he can do more than one flow. And look, I can't knock that he sounds like Kevin Gates. I've said that. I've said that to other people that say that. With that being said, at least them two seem like the most prepared out of all of it. Scarlett, I give her third, and she she stick to her style, but I don't know if that was. I'm agree with B. I don't know if that was meant for that type of beat. So, but at least she was at least rapping. I would give her that. So, but Late Banks, she seemed like the most prepared. Like she was like, I'm gonna kill this shit. So I'm definitely delivered. So overall, what did you think about this XXL freshman, this XXL Cypher?
You talking about this adult freshman class?
Yes.
Because I think there was probably 3 freshmen in that class. Everybody else is damn near sophomores. We're juniors to be exact.
With juniors, they just been held back.
No, some of them way past that. Like, they about to be seniors. Some of them. They've been in the game for a while now. Yeah, like this freshman class has confused me because it's not freshmen. Like there's probably 1 or 2 that were real legit freshmen, but a lot of the other ones I've been hearing for a long time. You know what I mean? Like how I've been hearing you for like almost 3, 4 years now, and y'all just now joining the freshman class. That's weird.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people. Honestly, that's always been the problem with Double X. A lot of people say with XXL, it's like, yo, some of these people already got fan bases. Some of these people already got songs that hit billboards. So, what we doing here with XXL? But I don't know. If you would give your top 3 out of this whole freshman class, who would it be?
I agree with your 3. Lady Banks, Mexican OT, and Scarface. Carlips, my bad. To be honest, those are the only good 3. There was no other. Like everybody else is struggling.
Okay. Now I understand that like most of these people, like I said, most of these people have the fan bases. Like Boss Mandela, because like I said, I hear songs with strip clubs all the fucking time. Now, I don't think the man sucks. I just think like I don't think he's rapping. I just think he's talking. he's rhythmically talking shit. That's how I kind of look at him. It's like he's talking shit with a rhythm behind it. It's like an old school pimp, some shit like that. But and I know, like I said, he got a fan base. Most of these people here got a fan base, but I'm cool with my three. I think those people go be the ones blowing up. But I also will say this. This is probably one of the worst ciphers I've listened to. Definitely bottom three, even with Nate Banks and Mexican OT on there. It's like this is probably some of the worst. If I could compare it to other people's cipher, this is definitely bottom three. So, and that's comparing them to like other ones, even the old school. Because to me, nothing's topping the 2011 one with that was the one with Kendrick, Meek Mill, Mac Miller, Big Crit, Yellow Wolf, all them dudes. It's like there's nothing topping that. Kendrick Lamar, I think I said Kendrick. Yeah, there's nothing topping that. But I don't know. What you think?
I stand 5,000% behind you. This is terrible. Like this was rough.
Okay. So overall, what giving your opinions overall? Just
I think they've. I don't know who they got working over there at XXL. They have lost it. And I think we need to go back to getting true black like black magazines to do what they're supposed to do, because that right there was not it. Like, and there's a lot of good artists that are out that are freshman class, but that one right there was not it. And you need to give freshmen when they're freshmen. Like if they've passed their freshman year and you didn't grab them during that year, don't bring them in their senior year. Like they just missed the block. That's it. Like don't do that.
Now, normally I always talk about who was left off, and like I would like to see no more. But like I said, I'm at the age where I don't even know half of these artists, so I'm just like wondering if they're good or not. So, like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I know about three of them, but the rest of them, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know these people, and I don't even know if they're good or not. I don't even know if they're going to be around for the next 6 months. But you know. But I also think XXL needs to do better with their selection of rappers, and also like if you are on there as a rapper, I feel like you need to make sure you are prepared for one your acapella freestyle and your cipher freestyle, because motherfuckers is watching. So I feel like for them to have an impression on you, you got to deliver. And some of y'all just didn't. A lot of y'all didn't. Let's just be real. And like I don't think I think 7 of y'all is gonna like be one and done, sadly. Because that's usually, even on the best ciphers, like a couple of them was like one and done. Even though I think that was 2011's their most successful one. Because I know Dickie Simmons was on there. Dickie had a buzz, but that shit kind of died on there too. But it kind of always happens. It's just like you're gonna have your like top three, and then everybody else is gonna die out. But I don't know. I go through these every year, and as someone that reviews music, I like going through these every year. But I'm not gonna lie to you, some of them are worth to go through because it's just like, woof. This is what the kids like, I guess. But again, that's the old head in me talking. Oh. Any last words before we shut this down, B?
No, bad is bad. I don't care how they want to dress up bad. Bad is bad.
There you have it. Bad is bad. Oh man. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. So once again, B, I thank you for getting on the after party with us. I know it's been a while since we had one, so I'm trying to check all my boxes in a row. So I'm glad you are here with me as always.
Same here.
And for everybody else, I'm glad you are here with us too. So tune in next time when we're going to have another topic. Since then, she is Material Life. My name is Ray, and we are signing out. Peace.
Peace.